Welcome back, coin collectors and history hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most legendary treasures in American numismatics, the ultra-rare top 5 most valuable and most expensive United States of America Old Buffalo nickel with no mint mark. Whether it's caked in dirt or shining in pristine glory, this coin holds secrets, value, and Wild West charm like no other. Stay tuned as we uncover why collectors are chasing this frontier icon and what makes even a dirty one worth serious cash. Let's crack open the vault of U.S. coin history. You won't want to miss this. Let's get started. First up in the 1923 Buffalo nickel, without a mint mark, stands out as a cornerstone for serious collectors. While Buffalo nickels in general enjoy widespread admiration for their rugged beauty and embodiment of American frontier spirit, the 1923 issue, especially with no mint mark, has garnered intense interest due to its scarcity, bold design, and historical relevance. This coin, even in dirty or corroded condition, commands notable value due to its place in numismatic history and the challenges of finding well-struck examples from this specific year. As market interest in older U.S. coins continues to grow, the 1923 Buffalo nickel has proven itself as a highly coveted piece for both novice collectors and seasoned investors. Minted during the height of the Roaring '20s, the 1923 Buffalo nickel is part of the iconic Indian Head or Buffalo nickel series, which spanned from 1913 to 1938. Designed by sculptor James Earl Fraser, the series aimed to celebrate America's cultural heritage and natural beauty. The 1923 issue, struck only at the Philadelphia Mint, hence no mint mark, was produced in a period of renewed national pride and industrial growth. Though it did not commemorate a specific event, the coin itself reflects the American ideals of the era: resilience, expansion, and identity. Its limited mintage and susceptibility to wear have made it increasingly rare today, especially in higher grades. The obverse of the 1923 Buffalo nickel showcases a stoic Native American portrait, a composite of 3 real individuals, symbolizing dignity and strength. The reverse features an imposing American bison standing on a raised mound, a striking symbol of the wilderness and the untamed West. This classic imagery was revolutionary for U.S. coinage at the time, breaking away from neoclassical motifs. The nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a weight of 5 grams. While dirt and grime may obscure its finer details, even in a worn or dirty state, the coin retains its unmistakable presence and character. When well preserved, the intricate feather detail and bison fur lines make this piece a true work of numismatic art. What elevates the 1923 no mint mark Buffalo nickel from common circulation pieces to ultra-rare status is a combination of lower than average mintage and poor strike quality typical of that year. Approximately 35.7 million were minted, yet many were quickly worn in circulation due to the coin's raised design, which wore down easily. Adding to the difficulty is that the date, located in a high-relief area, is often partially or completely worn away in lower grades. Coins that have survived with sharp details and visible dates are extremely scarce. While heavily circulated or dirty coins may fetch modest sums, those in extra fine, XF, or better conditions, especially with full horn detail on the buffalo, are highly sought after and command premium prices. As of recent market data, the value of a 1923 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark can vary dramatically based on condition. A heavily worn, dirty example may be worth between $3 to $10, primarily for its historic appeal. However, coins in XF condition typically range from $50 to $120, depending on eye appeal and clarity of the date and design. Uncirculated examples with sharp strikes and minimal wear can soar from $250 to over $1,000 at auction, especially if slabbed by grading services like PCGS or NGC. Collectors particularly prize coins that show full details in the bison's horn and tail, as these features are often the first to wear in the world of early American coinage. The 1923 no mint mark Buffalo nickel stands tall as a testament to artistry, national identity, and collectible rarity. Despite its age and tendency to wear, This coin continues to captivate the numismatic community with its striking design and historical resonance. Whether found in a dusty coin jar or purchased in pristine condition from a reputable source, the 1923 Buffalo nickel holds a tangible piece of American history. Its strong performance in the collector's market, coupled with its deep cultural roots, ensures that it remains a valuable and rewarding addition to any collection. For those who appreciate the beauty of age and the richness of history, this coin delivers on all fronts, especially when time, rarity, and condition converge. Next up in the 1929 Buffalo nickel, without a mint mark, stands out as a prime specimen that continues to captivate the hearts of numismatists. Despite being one of the later issues in the famed Buffalo nickel series, the 1929 Philadelphia minted coin holds remarkable importance due to its design integrity, historical placement, and scarcity in top condition. When found in an extremely dirty state, this coin tells a deeper story, a relic of circulation, travel, and time. Yet underneath the grime lies a potential gem of immense numismatic value. Today, the ultra-rare examples of this coin, especially in pristine condition, are commanding significant attention from both seasoned collectors and investors, pushing its market appeal beyond just hobbyist interest. The 1929 Buffalo nickel, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, was part of the final stretch of this beloved series, which ran from 1913 to 1938. This series represented a shift in American coin artistry, inspired by a national movement to use coinage to reflect the spirit and culture of the United States. 1929 itself was a pivotal year in American history. The onset of the Great Depression with the stock market crash in October marked an economic shift that would affect coin production and public spending for years. Though millions were minted, many were lost to time or circulation. No mint mark on this coin indicates its origin at the main U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, the only mint that did not use identifying letters at the time. These coins not only serve commerce, but are physical echoes of one of the most transformational periods in American economic history. Designed by sculptor James Earl Fraser, the Buffalo nickel remains one of the most iconic coin designs in American numismatics. On the obverse, a Native American chief, said to be a composite of 3 different tribal leaders, stares with stoic strength into the distance. His feathered headdress and deeply chiseled profile evoke dignity and cultural pride. The reverse features a powerful American bison, often mistaken for a buffalo, which Fraser based on black diamond, a bison from the Central Park Zoo. The 1929 coin retains all these details, struck in 75% copper and 25% nickel, measuring 21.2 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5 grams. Dirty or worn examples may hide these intricacies, but under conservation, even faint design remnants can unveil the coin's original artistic beauty. High-grade examples display bold rims, full horn detail on the bison, and crisp facial features on the chief, all indicators of higher numismatic value. While not the rarest date in the Buffalo nickel series, the 1929 issue becomes significantly harder to find in high grades due to heavy circulation. The absence of a mint mark further narrows down its origin to Philadelphia, which struck approximately 36.4 million of these coins. However, survival rates in uncirculated or extra-fine condition are surprisingly low. A dirty or heavily worn coin might appear common at first glance, but seasoned collectors know that many such pieces, when cleaned professionally and graded accurately, can reveal subtle die variations or above-average details that elevate them in rarity. The elusive full horn variety, where the bison's horn is completely visible despite wear, is particularly prized. It's the combination of moderate mintage, age, and design erosion over time that makes the 1929 Buffalo nickel increasingly scarce in collectible condition. In today's market, a standard 1929 Buffalo nickel in average circulated, dirty condition may fetch between $1 to $8, depending on visibility of key details. However, a lightly circulated or very fine coin can go for $15 to $30, while those graded as extremely fine, XF, may easily command $45 to $75. For certified high-grade examples, MS 63 and above, prices jump dramatically, ranging from $200 to $500, and exceptional specimens with full horn detail have reached $1,200 or more at auction. Dirty coins, if preserved and graded properly, may surprise collectors with hidden value. Cleaning should never be attempted by amateurs, as improper handling can destroy both the coin's surface and its resale potential. The demand for this coin has been climbing. The 1929 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark may not be the rarest by mintage, but its unique position in the series, striking design, and increasing scarcity in clean, high-grade forms give it lasting numismatic appeal. Even in dirty condition, it holds potential not just as a collectible, but as a piece of living history. A small, rugged survivor from the days before the Great Depression swallowed prosperity. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its aesthetics, but for its investment potential, historical relevance, and connection to a bygone era of American resilience. Whether nestled in a dusty jar or showcased in a pristine slab, the 1929 Buffalo nickel remains a tangible symbol of the enduring allure of American coinage. Next up in the 1927 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark, indicating Philadelphia Mint origin, is a captivating relic from early 20th century American coinage. While not typically the first coin that comes to mind when discussing ultra-rare pieces, certain well-preserved or uniquely flawed specimens of this coin have fetched impressive prices in today's dynamic collector's market. In dirty or heavily circulated condition, the 1927 Buffalo nickel may appear unassuming. Yet beneath that grime often lies a piece of numismatic heritage with deep historical resonance and surprising potential value. Collectors prize this coin, not only for its vintage design and symbolism, but also for the rich narrative it carries from the interwar era of American history. The 1927 issue is particularly notable for showcasing the culmination of early Buffalo nickel production improvements, making it a desirable collectible, especially in higher grades. The historical backdrop of the 1927 Buffalo nickel roots it firmly in a period of economic optimism and cultural transformation. Introduced in 1913, the Buffalo nickel replaced the Liberty Head V nickel and was part of the U.S. Mint's broader movement to modernize coin designs under President Theodore Roosevelt's artistic coinage initiative. The 1927 issue came just before the Great Depression and was minted at a time when America was experiencing industrial growth and a renewed national identity. This coin was produced exclusively at the Philadelphia Mint, thus lacking a mint mark, and represents a standard issue of the type, but one that came at a pivotal point in the Buffalo nickel's timeline, just a few years before the series would end in 1938. The mintage that year stood at a respectable 38,441,000, but survival rates in higher condition were much lower, and those remaining in pristine condition are now scarce and immensely valuable. What makes the 1927 Buffalo nickel truly special is its iconic and uniquely American design. The obverse features the powerful profile of a Native American chieftain, a composite created from 3 real-life models: Irontail, Sioux; 2 Moons, Cheyenne; and possibly John Big Tree, Seneca. The reverse showcases a majestic American bison, believed to be modeled after Black Diamond, a resident of the Central Park Zoo. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a weight of 5 grams. The artwork reflects a rugged, realistic depiction of American heritage and was designed by sculptor James Earl Fraser, who aimed to capture the nation's wild and indigenous spirit. High-grade versions of this coin, especially those with strong strikes, full details on the bison's horn, and defined hair on the Native American, are both artistically stunning and incredibly difficult to find. Rarity plays a crucial role in driving up the value of the 1927 no-mint mark Buffalo nickel. Although the mintage was substantial, many of these coins were heavily circulated and poorly struck due to die wear, an issue common with Buffalo nickels. As such, examples with full details, especially full horn on the bison, are rare. Finding one in extra fine XF condition is challenging, and coins in mint state, MS65 or higher, are exponentially scarcer. Dirty or corroded examples may hold minimal value unless they exhibit key characteristics like strong strike features or rare die varieties, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes. An MS-66 Plus specimen can command between $6,000 to $12,000 at auction, while average circulated examples hover around $2 to $15 depending on wear and surface preservation. Even dirty coins, if authenticated and found to contain rare die characteristics, can reach prices in the hundreds. From a market value perspective, the 1927 Buffalo nickel continues to see steady demand, particularly among type coin collectors and Buffalo nickel specialists. Clean, certified, and well-preserved examples are increasingly being snapped up by investors and enthusiasts alike due to the coin's historical and aesthetic appeal. According to auction records, gem-quality examples, MS-65 and above, have repeatedly broken the $10,000 mark, especially if housed in top-tier slabs by PCGS or NGC with designations like full horn or strong strike. The coin's appreciation is in conclusion. The 1927 no-mint mark Buffalo nickel may not always make headlines like its rarer cousins from 1918 7D or 1937 D three-legged fame, but it holds a firm place in the pantheon of great American coins. Its enduring design, historical significance, and solid market performance make it a must-have for serious numismatists. Whether in the hands of an experienced collector or a curious newcomer, this coin embodies the essence of U.S. coinage during a transformative period. And while a dirty 1927 Buffalo nickel may seem like a common relic at first glance, it could be a hidden treasure, especially if it carries the weight of time and rarity in its worn but dignified face. Next up in the 1936 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark stands as one of the final chapters in the legendary saga of the Indian head, or Buffalo, nickel series, a coin revered for its rugged design and cultural symbolism. Even in a very dirty condition, this piece commands attention in the world of numismatics, primarily due to its historic resonance and enduring collector demand. Among the various dates in the Buffalo nickel series, the 1936 issue is especially popular because it represents the last full year of regular circulation before the design was retired in favor of the Jefferson nickel in 1938. Collectors are drawn not only to its artistry but also to the story it tells, a coin that circulated during the Great Depression, bridging two eras of American economic history. For enthusiasts chasing the most valuable iterations of this coin, rare varieties like the 1936 Double Die Obverse (DDO) can reach astonishing values at auction, even when worn or dirtied. To fully appreciate the value of the 1936 no-mint mark Buffalo nickel, one must understand its historical background. Minted in Philadelphia, this coin was part of the broader effort to produce currency with distinctly American imagery during the early 20th century. The Buffalo nickel series began in 1913 as a tribute to the American West, its people, and its wildlife. By 1936, over 2 decades of Buffalo nickel minting had made these coins a mainstay of American pocket change. Yet, the end was near as the design was fraught with production issues such as rapid die wear, which led to its replacement. The 1936 issue, therefore, holds symbolic significance as one of the last breaths of a design that had come to embody American ruggedness and resilience during hard times. No mint mark denotes the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark during that era. Design-wise, the 1936 Buffalo nickel remains one of the most striking coins in U.S. history. Sculptor James Earl Fraser's artistic vision brought to life an iconic Native American portrait on the obverse, believed to be a composite of 3 chiefs from different tribes, Irontail, 2 Moons, and possibly John Big Tree. The reverse showcases a muscular American bison, often referred to as a buffalo, thought to be modeled after Black Diamond, a bison housed at the Central Park Zoo in New York. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 5 grams. Despite wear or dirt, these design features still captivate collectors due to their rugged authenticity and bold representation of American heritage. What elevates the 1936 Buffalo nickel in collector value, especially the no-mint mark version, is its mix of high mintage and hidden rarity. While over 118 million were struck in Philadelphia, making it seemingly common, only a small fraction of those survive in collectible condition today. particularly with sharply struck details or in error form. The famous 1936 double die obverse is an extremely rare variety that shows noticeable doubling in the date and liberty. These varieties are especially sought after and command high prices, even in circulated condition. When found in very dirty condition, the coin's value heavily depends on how much of the detail remains visible beneath the grime and whether professional cleaning and grading might reveal a rare variety or error in terms of market value. A regular 1936 no mint mark buffalo nickel in very dirty, circulated condition might fetch between $1 to $5, depending on legibility and the amount of visible detail. However, if that same dirty coin happens to be a double die obverse variety, values can skyrocket, with even low-grade examples selling for $250 to $1,000 or more, depending on visibility of the doubling. Exceptionally preserved examples in mint state, MS 65 or higher, with no mint mark regularly bring in $100 to $300, while certified DDOs in high mint state grades have sold for over $5,000 at major auctions. The market has shown steady appreciation for key varieties in the Buffalo Nickel series, and the 1936 issue is no exception. For collectors, especially those hunting for hidden gems in junk silver bins or estate sales, identifying a valuable 1936 Buffalo Nickel starts with knowing what to look for. Key signs in conclusion. The 1936 no mint mark Buffalo Nickel holds an esteemed place in American numismatics, not because it's the rarest in raw mintage numbers, but because of the story it tells and the variations it hides. It represents a pivotal moment in American coinage, blending artistry, symbolism, and history in a way few coins can match. Whether a beginner stumbles upon a very dirty example at a flea market or a seasoned collector seeks a high-grade DDO for investment, this coin offers something for everyone. With its unique blend of visual allure, historical significance, and market value, the 1936 Buffalo Nickel continues to capture imaginations and wallets across generations. Next up, in the 1924 Buffalo Nickel, without a mint mark, holds a distinguished place. Though seemingly modest in face value, this 5-cent piece commands high respect and curiosity among collectors, particularly when found in rare high grades, or with unique characteristics, even when discovered in very dirty, circulated condition. What makes this coin so highly sought after today is not just its age, but the sheer historical presence it represents. Collectors are drawn to its raw, gritty symbolism of early 20th century America and the disappearing frontier. Its rugged appeal, combined with its scarcity in higher grades, positions the 1924 Buffalo Nickel as a cornerstone in U.S. coin collecting circles, especially for those specializing in the iconic Buffalo or Indian Head Nickel series. The 1924 Buffalo Nickel was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as denoted by the absence of a mint mark. It emerged during the Roaring Twenties, a time of profound social and economic transformation in the United States. The Buffalo Nickel series itself ran from 1913 to 1938 and is widely regarded as one of the most distinctly American coin designs ever produced. Designed by James Earl Fraser, it replaced the Liberty Head Nickel, aiming to portray a more authentic image of the American spirit. The 1924 issue saw a mintage of just over 21 million coins, a relatively average figure for the series. However, this was a time when nickel coins were heavily circulated and poorly preserved, meaning very few examples survived in pristine condition, making well-preserved or uncirculated pieces a serious prize for collectors. The visual artistry of the 1924 Buffalo Nickel is unmistakable and powerful. On the obverse, the coin features the profile of a Native American man, a composite of 3 tribal leaders said to include Iron Tail, 2 moons, and possibly Big Tree. This portrait is striking, with a rugged realism that captures the weathered dignity of its subjects. The reverse showcases an American bison, popularly believed to have been modeled after Black Diamond, a buffalo housed at the Central Park Zoo in New York. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Despite its common metal composition, the fine detailing and raised relief make it stand out in higher grades. Sadly, the date on many circulated specimens, especially in very dirty or worn conditions, has often worn away due to the raised design, making full-date examples much more desirable. While the mintage of the 1924 Buffalo nickel was not especially low, the coin is considered quite rare in uncirculated or near-mint condition due to heavy use in commerce. Additionally, the date and details wear quickly due to the coin's high-relief strike, which makes examples with full detail, especially those that haven't been harshly cleaned or corroded, considerably more valuable. Dirty, heavily circulated pieces may still hold interest, particularly if the date is readable and other features remain identifiable. Collectors often prize full horn examples, where the horn of the buffalo on the reverse is completely visible, as a key indicator of quality. High-grade certified specimens, graded MS-65 or better, are extremely rare, while coins in dirty condition may still attract attention due to their authenticity and connection to the era. The 1924 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark has seen consistent value growth in the numismatic market. In circulated, very dirty condition, where the date is still readable but the coin shows considerable wear, values typically range from $3 to $20 depending on overall legibility and surface preservation. In higher circulated grades such as VF, very fine, or XF, extremely fine, the coin may fetch between $35 and $90. However, truly standout pieces in mint state, MS-63 or higher, have sold for between $400 and $1,500 at auction. Exceptional gems in MS-65 condition have surpassed the $3,000 mark, though these are extremely scarce. While dirty specimens don't command such figures, their historical allure and connection to authentic circulation make them a popular entry point for new collectors and a charming piece for coin in sum. The 1924 Buffalo nickel without a mint mark is a remarkable blend of American artistry, history, and collecting potential. Whether discovered in a drawer in very dirty condition or as a sharply struck, well-preserved gem, it embodies the gritty soul of early 20th century America. Its classic design, increasing scarcity, and consistent market demand make it not only a desirable collectible but also a potential long-term investment. For both novices and veteran numismatists, the 1924 Buffalo nickel represents more than just 5 cents. It's a relic of a bygone era, a piece of art, and a tangible link to the nation's cultural and monetary heritage. As time passes and as pristine examples become ever more elusive, the value and mystique of this historic coin are sure to endure and rise.